Shalom, shalom. As you can see, I'm not so good at blowing at home, but regardless, the message is going to come through and it's going to come forth. Right? First and foremost, I'm going to read some scriptures about what Christ says what's going to happen in the end times. And it revolves around the world that we're living in right now. And for the most part, I'm speaking into the wind. And that's fine. I have nothing, my message is still going to go through. And a lot of times, Christ said that somebody's going to come through and calculate the number of the beast. What is the number of the name? And his number is 666. And how does that correlate to what days, times that we're living right now? It's coming to a time where, as in the days of Noah, will be as in the end times as well. And we'll start off with Jeremiah 28, verse 8. Let me rephrase that. Romans chapter 13, 11 through 14. Let me get myself together. The book of Romans, chapter 13, verse 11 to verse 14. And it reads, "And do this, knowing that the time is high time to wake out of sleep. For now our salvation is nearer than when we first believed. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Therefore let us off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Let us walk properly, as in the day, not in revelry, in drunkenness, not in lewdness, in lust, not in strife, in envy, but put on the Lord Yahushua, that makes provision for the flesh to fulfill its lust." Basically, what the scriptures are saying is that we walk around as zombies, believing that life is going to go on with no mishaps. But as you wake up the next morning, the world can be turned upside down. Okay? It's going to happen within a twinkling of an eye. Christ is coming. A new kingdom is about to be established. We walk around like life is going to go on for another 50 years. Before you know it's going to end. Before you wake up, you need to wake up. Time is short. Right? Shalom. We'll read out a few more scriptures, but before I do, the conclusion I have here is to, believe it or not, I'm going to reveal the number of the beast, the number 666. Okay? My next scripture will be Matthew chapter 24, verse 37 to 39. As I read, I'll bring it up. The book of Matthew, chapter 24. Verse 37 to 39. Thank you. But as in the days of Noah, was so also with the coming of the Son of Man. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, and did not know until the flood came and took them all away, so that as the coming of the Son of Man. Prepare yourselves. Christ is coming. Believe it or not, you will be judged for your works, for the life that you live. Okay? And we're going to drop that down to verse 36. Actually, I'm going to bring it up to, let's see, Matthew chapter 24, verse 32. Now learn this parable from the fig tree. When its branches have already become tender and puts forth leaves, and you know that summer is near, so you also, when you see these things, know that it is near at the doors. And surely I say that this generation will by no means pass away until these things take place. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will by no means pass away. But of the day of the hour no one knows, not even the angels of heaven, but my Father only. But as in the days of Noah were, so also will the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in the marriage, until the day of Noah entered the ark. And did not know until the flood came and took them all away, so that the coming of man, the Son of Man shall be. One. My next verse. Jeremiah 28, verse 8. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8. The prophets who have been before me, and before you of old, prophesied against many countries and great kingdom, of war and disaster of pestilence. As for the prophet who prophesies of peace, when the words of the prophet comes to pass, the prophet will be known as one of whom the Lord has truly sent. What that means is, before a kingdom falls, Yahweh, he brings forth his prophets. Before he crumbles a kingdom that is full of lust and destruction. And it's coming for you. And you will be judged. All right. We'll go to my next one. 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 17 to 24. Now what I'm going to read to you is correlating to what's going on today in today's world. Woe is me. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars and the powers that shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when evil shall come? Behold, famine and plague, just as the coronavirus is plaguing your societies, plaguing your economy, destroying your way of life, just as wars against other nations how they threaten the nuclear fight. And we walk around like nothing's gonna ever happen. But one day it's gonna happen. And nobody's gonna be there to take it and help it. Right? We're gonna keep it moving. Tribulation and anguish are sent to scourges as an amendment. For all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness. So as you are plagued with coronavirus, different diseases, your economy is falling, it's not much time left for you to enjoy this kingdom. It's coming to an end. Okay? The wickedness. Though be away mindful of the scourges. So in other words, as you're being hit with these plagues, believe it or not, it's coming. Okay? And you're gonna laugh and giggle and joke, act like life is just, take it as granted. The next morning you're gonna wake up half dead, or not dead, because you just have no meaning to it. Behold, victuals. Hold on, let me drop that down to 24. There should be no man left. What's up? No mic? All right. You guys turn the volume down? Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I see what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah. You know the
know that.
Stay together with them.
I'll